I'm Megan Rage Leach sometimes, and I'm making my city rage again.
Rage again.
Sorry, Dad. My earliest memory, I've been in Sacramento all my life. My earliest memory is being really small, running around naked in the backyard, listening to 102.5 and eating Taco Bell soft tacos without the tortilla. I would dump it out into the paper and eat it out of that. And I would always listen to 102. So I always wanted to be on the radio. With those options, I could have either been a nudist, worked at Taco Bell, or been on the radio. Luckily, I ended up being on the radio before that. In high school, I hung out at Kingsgate all the time. I worked at Beach Hut Deli, which is where I met 97% of my friends, which is crazy. And then I got an internship at the radio station right out of high school, and I worked for a country format. And then I worked part-time on a hot AC, which is like your parents' music with Katy Perry mixed in. And then after that, I jumped straight to full-time morning radio, Wayne J and Megan in the morning, which was the best time of my life. The best time, but it's bittersweet because at the time I didn't realize it was the best time of my life. I totally took it for granted, which sucks. And after that, I was middays on 102.5, so from 10 to 3, and then I was middays on now 100.5. I was basically with CBS Radio for 13 years until there was a merge and I got let go. And so I was really heartbroken. I thought radio was what I was gonna do for my whole life. So when I got let go, I had a couple options. I could chase my dream, or I could get a stable 9 to 5, which after being in radio for so long seemed like a good idea because radio is a very unstable industry. You wake up every day and you're like, is someone newer, younger, that would cost less money to employ gonna, take my position? So at that time, I was in a very long distance relationship. So I met my now husband in Vegas on my 30th birthday, and he lived in England. So we did long distance from England to Sacramento, which I believe was a great part of why I got let go, because I was so focused on making a 5,000-mile long distance relationship work instead of my job, and I have zero regrets because, now he's my husband. But at the time, it just didn't make sense. He was getting ready to move here, so how was I gonna move to another city where he had never been? He had been to Sacramento, he had fallen in love with the city, so why would I, make him get up and move? So I decided to get a state job, but still doing what I love. I started a website, which is meganrage.com, where I did basically everything that I did at the radio station as far as social media goes, and just, made it my own brand, Megan Rage. Which is another thing about radio. They had asked me to change my name, and I'm like, no, I built my brand. This is my, I don't want to say empire, because it's not an empire, but I'm Megan Rage. I'm not ever gonna lose the name. So I created a website. I started working on my social media. I made my husband a big part of my social media, which people seem to love. He's wearing all blue today, and he's carrying my purse. Blue, oh so. I've been making fun of him all day, because he's like, am I too blue? So I put a picture of him on Instagram with every blue song I could think of. Okay, bye. Yeah, I make him a big part of everything that I do. We're actually thinking about starting a podcast, which I'm really looking forward to because people want more of him. I'm like, he's gonna outshine me. I'm gonna make him big, and then he's gonna be the one doing this video in 5 years. You guys are gonna be like, Megan who? Hopefully not. Anyways, so yeah, that's me in a nutshell. So now I work for the state.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And I have a website, and I do social media, and I have a cat, and I still volunteer at Front Street Animal Shelter, and life is good. Life is good in Sacramento. I don't ever want to move, which is another reason that I just want to build my brand here in Sacramento so I don't have to move. The rage has actually, the E's come off a little bit, so it basically just says rag, making my city rag again.